Hello and welcome. This is Mr. E. Thanks for coming and watching this channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about this targeted individual electronic harassment stuff. Because, I was at TI as well, so I kind of have some insight on this stuff. I think that I wanted to show you something. I don't know what I did with it, but it's got to be here somewhere. Hold on just a second. So, I remember when they're chasing you around and it looks like there's people. What they do, they follow you around. They've got this phone app, and they get close to your car, and then they start pressing buttons on their phone. What they're trying to do is target you into trying to zero in on your consciousness frequency. So that's how they target you, and they can follow you around, track you anywhere, and also employ their weaponry on you. This is just my theory is that there is nothing that's not connected. You are the all, so this is part of you, but you still have to know what's going on. Like, they're trying to target you, and so what I found when I was getting targeted is you take one of these, and when they start try to push that button, you just press that a couple times, and it sends out some kind of EMP or something, and it messes up their stuff, and they can't target it. They can't. It messes up their machinery, their technology. It's like an EMP or something. So clear your field with one of these things too. So it's nice to clear your field of any type of negative frequencies. And it's just a zapper. I'll actually include a link down in the description to the Amazon place that I bought it. I just got it off of Amazon for like $15, so they're not very expensive. But if they are following you, and if you've been hacked and you can't get online, you can just go to any, you go to some, I don't know, some kind of, they sell them all over the place. You just have to kind of find one. But it's well worth the money because it stops the harassment for a second. Plus, they can't target in on you. They can't zone in on you. So I thought I'd give you that kind of little piece of advice, and it's a simple way to do it. Plus, like on my last video, I told you that targeted individuals are blessed because they get to find out what their distortions are, and that's very true. Because you get to work on yourself. All this is a wake-up call for you. See, my theory is, and it's not a theory, it's actually proven, that once there's stress going on any type of individual species, the species will evolve to adapt to the new environmental conditions. So it's not, so what we're doing is it's an evolution process. So thank God. Now what you're going to start seeing on the plane, now what you get to find out are all your abilities, all your superpowers. You get to connect with those. And I'm telling you can do some amazing stuff. There's telekinesis, which is moving objects. There's clairvoyance, clairaudience, all that stuff. I've got all those. And that's amazing. If you can see, it's a very good tool for you. And there's another thing you have to really realize is this is not what it appears to be. It's actually a 15-dimensional time-space matrix we're in here. So. And we've come out of the third and into the fourth, and so that's why you're seeing all these distortions. The fourth dimension is very distorted. So it's got all these things running around. That's what you're seeing. So if you do another 90-degree turn, and that's what the Toltecs called it, take a 90-degree turn, and it's a way to stay young as well, is to take a 90-degree turn. Well, if you look at the scalar wave frequencies between dimensions, they're at a 90-degree turn. So if you take another 90-degree turn, that means you're going up a dimension. And if you go up, like into the fifth and stuff, a lot of these things just can't follow you there. They just won't be able to see you. So you've got to keep your frequency high. And that's, that means you're going to have to start detoxing. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to start detoxing your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And the Toltec warrior, really, for me, I had to become a warrior to be able to survive it. So, but now, I have tools. I've taken some training programs, and I've gotten sufficiency. I kind of figured out who I was. I'm an angelic human, indigo, from the, what do you call it? I don't know what you freaking call it anymore. Anyway, but you see, you've got higher dimensional beings that are part of you. And see, we've been fractionalized. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try to bring back all these fractions back into ourselves, consolidate all our higher beings and everything into one. Then you're a freaking powerhouse. There's nothing that can stop you. So that's what they're afraid of. Trust me, this is when little old me sitting there with the American flag and they've got scalar microwave weapons and stuff. That's a whole lot of fear. What are they so afraid of? They are scared to death. Why else would they use weapons like these? They're scared. They're scared of you. And the sooner you realize this, the better off you're going to be, because you're more powerful than you ever imagined. And you'll be able to shake this stuff off. I'm telling you, I did it. So just, once they got you targeted and they've zeroed in on your frequency, they think they can control you however they want. So whoever they are, I don't really care. The perpetrators think they can control you any way they want, the government or whatever. Since they're after a one world order, a new world order where they can control everybody, and they do it through mind control and scalar wave frequencies that and the intercepted thoughts in your mind. Well, your thoughts are what you create, how you create your world. So it's kind of ingenious. But see, once they target, that's why they're following you around, pressing buttons. They're trying to zero in on your individual frequency. And once they have that zeroed in, they figure they've got you, and they'll start laying off of all the gang stalking, harassment and stuff, and it'll start to appear to mellow out. But in reality, they're still zeroed in on you, and they know where you're at. And they know they're probably monitoring your vital signs and everything. So, I don't know. That's what happened to me. So, but there's this way to change your frequency, and that's moving up and down in dimensions. You have to go through the stargates. See, this is if you have to learn, you have to realize the history of this place. It's not what they told you. They've lied about pretty much. Well, they've lied about everything, and they're still lying to you. So if you're listening to them, stop listening. If you're paying them your hard-earned money, I would stop paying them, because what are they using it for? What, to kill everybody? So they're going to use your money to make weapons to kill you. Okay, I think I'll pay into that one. That sounds like a great deal. So, show me where my tax dollars are going, and then I'll show you, but they won't. the whole place is broken. It's going to get fixed. That's what we're here for. So if you're getting targeted, you're actually getting a wake-up call. It's time to go to work. So wake up, realize who you are, get yourself cleaned up, because there's thoughts, there's emotions, and there's the stuff, the junk you're eating. See, they also use nanotech, so it's in the food, it's in the air, it's in the water. They're trying to poison us any which way they can. And see, my point is we're going to evolve. And once we evolve, we're going to be superhuman. So they've got something on their hands that they just don't know really what to deal with. So they're going to keep trying with what they're doing. But I'm telling you, the technology is just lightweight compared to a superhuman. When you can translocate, you can pop in consciously to wherever they're at and kind of mess things up. And so I'm just letting you know. And maybe you might be doing this in your dream state. You might not even know you're doing this. You can change timelines. You can change. That's why we have the Mandela effect. There's been people changing timelines. I guarantee it. That's why there's that stuff happening. Because I remember some of that stuff, like the monocle on the Monopoly guy. That was there, but now it's not. That's kind of weird. Oh, there's one other thing I need to talk to you about tonight, which is, well, the 18th in Utah is the great night of Shiva. Now, Shiva is a higher self of mine. And so it's an auspicious day where, you sit and meditate from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. and stay up all night and meditate. And the mantra is Na Ma Shi Wa Ya. And Namah Shivaya, that's the 5 elements. That'll give you the power of the 5 elements. Plus, Shiva has been known to bless people on this night. And I think it was Swami Ramalingam. I think that's who it was. He turned into light back in the 1800s, I think it was. He turned into light and disappeared from the earth plane. Which is kind of our evolutionary goal, So it is possible. This stuff is real, and I think he did it on the great night of Shiva, and Shiva probably helped him with that. But Shiva, see, he can eliminate your karma. The karma is not what you think it is either. They've ruined that as well. It's more of a molecular compaction in your morphogenetic field, and it causes old age is what it does. So your molecules become compacted, and then the energy can't flow through you, and so what it does is stop the energy from flowing. Then it might build up, and it's actually the cause of disease and stuff as well, because when the energy can't flow, it builds up and it pools, and it might cause some problems in whatever organ it's pooling at or whatever chakra. And so there's a lot to it. So, but we understand that. I can see where it pools up in you. So we can clear that stuff up if you want. Anyway, what else is there? Oh, not only karma, but he's the god of light, and he's also Shiva the destroyer. He'll destroy all of your negativity. He's the destroyer of negativity. Not the destroyer of everything good, he's the destroyer of everything bad. So Shiva is one of my higher selves. So I like to communicate with Shiva, and the mantra to do it is Namah Shivaya. Now, if you're targeted, you might want to start connecting to your higher selves. See, a higher self like Shiva would have maybe millions of people running around, because he's fractionalized himself to experience the earth plane. So just keep that in mind. A being such as that can actually fractionalize parts and pieces of themselves and have different experiences. So it gets pretty wild once you realize what's going on. And see, my higher self led me to all this knowledge. It didn't come automatically. It was when I started getting cleaned up. And and I did the recapitulation. I'm doing the recapitulation. It never stops. It's just etheric hygiene. You need to recapitulate your life. That means the entire life. And once you start doing that, what you're doing is you're remembering. So you're bringing back pieces of yourself. And you're also, your memories of maybe your past lives, who you've been, what you are, how capable you are, and whatever you can do. So that's why I'm saying you're very blessed, is because you're going to discover your abilities, your superpowers. So don't give up. Just focus on yourself. You start cleaning it up. Start going to an organically, even the organic food, because see, they're spraying the sky, so that gets in the dirt and the water, and then it goes into your organic vegetables. So there's still nanotech everywhere. So you have to kind of be aware of that and take appropriate measures. So I've got some detox programs that I'm doing. I'm going to try out, and because I still have some issues with some ringing in the ears and stuff like that. That's going to be maybe your kidneys. See, a targeted individual, they might target some. They have to make it look like an accident, especially if you got some connections and you know some people. They want to make everything look like an accident. So you gotta. The biggest thing is awareness. If you're aware of what's really going on or not. Now, I'm not sitting in my house. I'm sitting in somebody else's house who passed away, and I can feel why they passed away, because there's a frequency running through this house. And so I've been combating that for the past couple months. So, and my kidneys have been getting taxed. Well, the person who passed away, her kidneys were getting taxed, and she had distortions with her eyes and stuff. So anyway, I've got some tools to take care of that stuff, and very blessed. But one of the tools you can use is the Great Night of Shiva. That's a great way to start cleaning your field up, because Shiva will come in and he'll clear your field for you, and he can remove that negative karma, anything negative. So trust me, if it's appearing outside of your field and you're getting gang stalked or whatever, remember what they're trying to do is they're trying to hone in on your individual frequency. So then once they have it, they think they can control you forever. So you have to become aware of that. Now, see, that's why, like in the Toltecs, the mastery of the secret of their power is silence, silent knowledge. Once you go silent, anything's possible, because you enter into a different type of awareness. So that's what we call seeing. Stop the thoughts, you'll be able to see. But it's easier said than done. But there's we'll go into silent knowledge and how you get there. One of the things I've talked to you about is not doing, erasing personal history, and the recapitulation will actually, you'll get to see your patterns, and you'll get to not do your patterns anymore, because that's what causes your world to be as it is your doing. So we want to not do, to erase the personal history, because that's what makes you who you are. That's what keeps you locked into this reality. We're not supposed to be locked into any type of reality. We are flexible. We are a fluid beings where we can move in and out of consciousness spaces. We're symbiotes, so we can actually merge and meld with anything here on this plane of existence. You have the ability to merge with, because it's all connected. There is nothing separate. Separation is the distortion they want you to buy into. So get it through your head that there's nothing separate from this. That's part of you that's chasing you around, trying to target you. So, and once you start clearing yourself up, that stuff will start to disappear. I'm just telling you the truth. I love you guys so much. I don't want to see you guys hurting. So, I don't want you to see anybody, do something stupid like take their own life or something. It's not. It's not what we want to do. We want to take this on. Well, we're going to have to take ourselves on. So, get to work. One way you can start is it's the great night of Shiva. So, you can meditate all night long and fast and pray and see if that helps. And I'm telling you, it's probably going to help. So just realize that remember, once there's a different type, and once there's a different type of, what do you call it, environment that the organism has been subjected to, it will evolve to adapt to that environment. So if they're going to keep it the same, we'll just be adapting to it. They're just going to create superpower people. So, here comes the Marvel Comics all wrapped up. Here we come. Whether you like it or not, there's beings already doing stuff. There's people that have set it in templates that you can follow. So it made it easier for everybody to follow. And Swami Ramalingam is one of them. He turned into light back in the 1800s. So he blazed in a template of the light body and actually ascending from the physical plane. That's a different way of dying. So it is possible. It's documented. It's in history. So it is possible, and anybody can do it. Just we've got to be impeccable with our integrity in doing it, and realize the only rule there is evolution. So thank God that the environment is changing. Now we get to evolve. All it is a wake-up call. I'm just letting you know it's just a wake-up call, and whatever happens is for the best. Just always, before you go to sleep, just reset the timelines to your highest and best potential. You may not be able to change your complete destiny, but you can change your fate. Because they're two different things. Destiny and fate are two separate things. So we can work with the fate. You can slow time down. Time doesn't really exist. So you'll realize that in the fourth dimension. It's not. That is time. So it gets pretty wild. Buckle up. You're in for a ride. Let me tell you. What else is going on? I think we'll be traveling soon. I'm going to get out of here. I need to get the hell out of this house because there's some type of frequency emitting through this place. And also, if I end up dead, I'm just telling you, it's not an accident. So just look it up and figure out what the hell happened to me. Don't forget me. But everybody gets what's coming to them. So some of these people who've been doing this targeting and stuff, us gatekeepers, we're not going to let them through. There's no way. You're just going to have to go back maybe 1,000 lifetimes or something. You're going to have to sit here and learn this shit. And trust me, it's not going to get any prettier. Think about it. After they've been rewarded for this lifetime for whatever they traded their soul for, money, power, or whatever it is, the next life, what happens? Maybe you're born into, slavery or something for 1,000 lifetimes. No thanks. I think I'll just take. I'm going to take the higher road here. So that's what we have to do. That's the impeccability about it. Is don't sell out to this stupid money shit. And but also you need to stand up for what's yours. A warrior doesn't. get walked over either. So keep that in mind. There's also different consciousness you can place yourself in, like it's the place with no pity, where you can get a major amount of stuff done because there's no self-importance and no self-pity, which are actually one and the same thing. So I think we talked about that a little bit in the last video. Of course, I was reading off some paper that it's easier for me to remember stuff if I write it down, but it's harder for me to read it into a video. So I'm just going to shoot from the hip from now on and let you know. Don't forget, if they're following you around and pressing buttons on their phone, just do that, and then it screws up their things. They won't be able to hone in on your frequency. So it's a very powerful tool, and it can help with some of the implants too. Because just be careful, don't get it too close to you because it'll zap the shit out of you. That happened a couple times, but because they do have implants and they can be the size of a hair. You'll never find them. They're not even metallic anymore. They're like graphene. And I'll go into all the stuff they use, and this is another tool they can use. You can use this for, is because I realized when I was getting gang stuck, they were using some military high grade stealth technology where they could be invisible. They could actually be in the same room with me, and I wouldn't even know they're there. But if you start swinging one of these things around, or a sword, or a machete, or whatever, it kind of distracts that thing going on. Plus, you'll be able to see them with one of those laser pointers, or a paintball gun. Works good. It's just a stealth technology. They're still there. So, with that, they're going to think twice about coming back if they're not sitting on the floor squirming. Plus, their stealth technology only it's operated by some kind of powerful technology. It uses a lot of power, so it'll only go so far. Because I've actually got a video where they step outside of the range of the power band, and you can see them. And they were all dressed in like a hoodie like this. Like this. It's kind of it's weird shit. I'm telling you, that freaks anybody out when it's happening in your own house. But I'm telling you to use a laser pointer to find them, or a paintball gun. Use a machete, start swinging that fucker around, and they'll think twice. And then this is an invaluable weapon in that, and plus they can't target your frequency when you do it because it sends out an EMP and it screws up their technology. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know about that stuff. That's some of the tools you can use. And remember, this is to your benefit. This is your wake-up call. So, I know it took me quite a few years to get out here and talk about this stuff, but, hey, I'll keep talking about it. Maybe we can assist some people, and if you're going through it, we can really assist you. You can always, you can go to my website and schedule a free 30-minute consultation, and we'll tell you exactly what's going on. I'll have some technology made here soon where we can hone in on the frequency, where it's coming from exactly. I'll be talking about all the tools they kind of use, because once you can see, you'll know what they're doing. So we can we've got a superpower. We know where they're at and what they're doing because you can see it. But until then, you're not going to be able to. So it takes a lot of cleanup, and it might take you years. In fact, it probably will. This is if you're just waking up. It's just going to be, you're late for one thing, and then because I've been at this stuff for like 30 years. So anyway, I want to tell you how much I love you, and I wanted to thank you for watching this video. Well, like I say, if you have any questions, you can always schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me or my wife. She's targeted too, so and we can both of us will talk to you at the same time. Then when you really get some action, power-packed ninja Jedi master stuff. So anyway, we want to help you out, and so you're welcome to do that. Schedule a 30-minute consultation. We'll see what we can do to help you. And I am coming out with some technology that will not only shield you, but we will be able to hone in on where the frequencies are coming from. Whether if you got implants or whatever, it can actually hone in on this stuff. Then we actually have some technology that can actually change your frequency. So after they've zeroed in on you, and you can actually change your frequency by your consciousness anyway, because that's all it is. It changes scalar frequency. But anyway, we've got some technology that can change it as well, and that's more in the third, fourth dimension. So, but that will change your frequency. So then it's like you've never been targeted before. So that's kind of powerful, and we're working on that now, and I'll have that out here soon. I've got to get out of here and get back to my home base. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I don't know what else ever they tell you to do on YouTube. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.